We just got in today the Tapestry Arts and Architecture expansion, and I'm super excited and I want to take a look. So I figured, hey, since I'm by myself in the Gumbo tonight, we'll crack this thing open and see. So let's get right to that Game Toppers LLC table and see what it's got. All right, let's take a look at Tapestry Arts and Architecture. This is the newest one from the newest expansion from Stonemaier Games and their Tapestry. The cool thing about this is Jamie Stegmaier did the, usually it's Bradley doing the unboxing, but I am honing in on some of these. Usually it's Jamie Stegmaier that designs everything with Tapestry, but he saw a kind of a fan-based expansion in terms of, with BGG, on the BGG forums, he saw this fan-based expansion made by Mike Young. And from what I can tell from the designer notes, he just reached out to him and they started working on it for about a year, and out came Arts and Architecture. So I'm really excited about seeing what it's got inside it. So let's take a look. Got my camera here. All right, so got the beautiful Andrew Bosley art on the top, and of course, as you know, we're gonna have some sculpts by Ron Brown, and we'll take a look at those. Got the linen finish rule book. Jamie has been really trying to focus on getting those rule books as small as possible. This one is only 4 pages, and what it has is, you can see it's got a listing of all the components, and hey, publishers, you gotta do this. Show us visual representations of all the different components that you have. Just listing them doesn't always tell us, and the more time we spend diving into a rule book, even to try to figure out what a particular component is, the less time we're having fun. So, yep, I like that. Tells you about the initial setup, and then we'll come over here and we'll see. Oh, it's got some setup changes for the new arts track, which we're going to dive into. Got a little visual representation of the arts track. And then the new stuff. The masterpiece cards. We're going to be building out masterpieces, and it's not just art. It's going to be things like ballet, anything to do with the creative arts. The new inspiration tiles, of course, you're expecting Tapestry cards and new tech cards, and they just talk about all those. And then something that a little bit controversial when it comes to Tapestry, but I don't mind it. When you have this many civilizations, there's just no way to balance a game properly. So what do? If you've got a video game, you tweak and you tweak and you tweak, and that's what's going on. They've got the civilization adjustments. You can check on their website. There's one updated as of late November, so you can see exactly what to do with certain of the civilizations that over time, everybody inputting their scores, Jamie has decided, hey, we need to back off some of the, or boost some of the civilizations. You'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them don't need any changes at all. So headings and spacings don't seem like a big deal, but separating content into bite-sized things is just kind to the reader. I agree. I love, especially if you're not doing, book reports or briefs or technical writing, and you're doing stuff like this that's a visual medium, give us all that white space. That just helps. So we'll also get some new civilizations, and we'll get some advanced mats, and let's take a look at what we have. All right. So I'm not an Automa player, but they've got the Automa and the Shadow Empire rules for solo play. He calls it the Automa after the Italian word for automaton in Startup with Viticulture, if I remember right. So we'll just put that aside. Again, all linen finish, as you expect. A nice handy-dandy reference card about the changes on the arts track. Oh, I like that. See right away to show this to all the players. And the brand new technology cards, many of them that refer to those new mechanics that came out. Not sure what this is. It's not Charterstone. Yes, Borton did the Automa as well, as far as I know. Let's see, I will double check for you though. Morton Monrad Peterson and David Studley, yep, with some other help too. So, all right, so I'm not sure what this is. I guess I can open it up. Huh, I'm kind of curious here. Why is there a white envelope? Well, I wish I had Mitchell here on the stream, because Mitchell would know right away. Were we expecting this? Oh, okay. So just keeping them in one place. It's all the brand new civilizations. So brand new civilizations. We've got the collectors. The collectors are looking to try to collect all kinds of different objects and buildings. When you get at least one of the following during an advancement turn, you can place them on your civilization map. Interesting. And then you'll get VP according to the number of different types. This is right up my alley. I would love to play this one. The renegades, they forge their own path, advancing in ways that other civilizations cannot. So they're looking for shortcuts on the board. Interesting. The urban planners, that's an interesting one. The urban planners want a neat, orderly city. They see a place for everything and everything in its place. If you have landmark cards at the start, and you should, landmark cards are fun. That's the little kind of the quick start bonus buildings, a la Terraforming Mars and their, I forgot the Prelude expansion. So you'll get, during your income turn, you'll get some VP according to the largest group of connected landmarks in your capital city. Ooh, nice. Okay. The gamblers, gotta know when to hold 'em. They know what, oh, I'm singing the song and it's right here. The gamblers know when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. Know when to fold 'em. If you start the game with this civilization, at the end of your first income turn, reveal 3 Tapestry cards, of course. Play one with a win plate ability on top of the Maker of Fire. Resolve the ability and discard the other revealed cards. So you get to go back to the Maker of Fire and boost up your civilization. The urban planners, a vicious gang. You know, old Van Buren boys. And Relentless. I read about Relentless. This is the one that wants to just take off and go. Explore as much as you can. Rush forward. They're always pushing for improvement, rushing forward without pause. At the end of each income and advancement turn, if you gain at least one building, place a player token on the civilization map. And the more you have, the more stuff you get. I like it. I love exploring the new civilizations. I haven't played all of them, but I've played against all of them, I'm pretty sure by now. And I just, you know, I love watching everybody play them. So I love the idea of getting new ones. I also love this edition here. And this is the new city mats. So when you get your little city here, and again, we've got that scratchy surface that we've seen that Jamie likes to use on his things that not only feels good, but also prevents the pieces a little bit from sliding around as much. These are, as you can see, all really unique, and some of them even have special little powers there. So the archipelago, which looks like a bunch of islands with, you know, sort of canals or in between them. The canyon, where if the cacti are completely surrounded, it counts as a completed plot. Otherwise, they're regular plots. So putting something all the way around lets you jump into the canyon even quicker. The cavern, where you can place buildings in the second and third row of the districts, unless the district directly below it is complete. Oh, it's neat, like you're going underground. This was one that I saw that looked really neat. It's called Cloud City, and as you can see, when you're looking at this one, you can move some of your income buildings around, almost as if they're floating like Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. So that's neat. The Mesa, saw a lot of those in Utah and New Mexico. Landmarks may not extend outside of your city grid. Yeah, that's a change from the normal rule where you can extend those buildings out. But this one is, I mean, no wonder. Look how easy it is. I mean, there's wide open space in that mesa, in between the two mesas. And the swamp, to go with my swamp dual land card. The swamps count as completed plots, but they may be built over. Lose 2 per visible swamps. You're really trying to get those lily pads covered, but you also can use them at the start in the early rounds to get some bonuses. Very cool. I like what I'm seeing so far. Always have the little plastic cover to protect some of this, and we'll go through these. So these are those new things we talked about in the reference guide. New tracks that we can put up. New markers for the buildings. That was an addition in the Plans Employees. If you haven't played the Plans Employees, you really ought to get it because you get these little cool little tokens. Let me show you what these tokens do. These tokens are neat. They allow you to place these on the board as a visual representation. One of the annoying things is that you're trying to plan to get the next building and you don't notice that somebody else already got the building because the buildings are off to the side and not on the board. Well, in the Plans Employees expansion, Jamie provided tokens that represent all of the different buildings. You put them on the board, and then once someone grabs them off, you can see right away, oh, we're missing that building. I can stop working on that one. So we see these three here, and we'll also see more of those, I'm sure, in there somewhere else. All right, we've got the new arts expansion track. Oh, I have it upside down. So this is an additional track that you'll be able to take. And as you can see, it takes wild resources instead of specific resources, especially as you're going up. And they give you all kind of different things. Like you'll get these masterpiece cards, which we haven't gotten to yet. You can get some technology cards. You can get more points. And if you get all the way at the end, you're going to get a lot, it looks like, of masterpieces, because that is streaming implants. So you're being very creative with these implants in your head. So interesting. All right, so we've got some. I guess you'll need extra tokens because of all the fun stuff we'll be doing in the game. So they provided us with extra tokens so we don't run out. Thank you. Yeah, we got those there. We'll put that to the side. These are the masterpiece cards. Let's see if I can get these cracked open. You know, I remember reading about what the masterpiece cards do. I can't draw on a blank, so don't mind. I'm going to grab that rule book real quick. Let's make sure we got that. Masterpiece cards are these purple backed cards here, and everything still matches all the different outlays that we have with the thematics. But masterpiece cards like animation or art deco or ballet, baroque, and if it ain't baroque, don't fix it, right? Whenever you gain the create benefit, you'll gain a masterpiece card either a face up or from the top of the deck, and immediately place that on your Maker of Fire slot in your income. That's that empty slot that we're used to all the way to the left. That gives you the first set of resources. You will reveal the benefits at the top of each card. And they'll get those benefits at the beginning of each of your income turns. In addition, when you gain the broadcast benefit, you can gain the benefit back of one of your masterpieces. So that's what you want to do. You want to get as many of these masterpiece cards as you can, as early as you can, because they're going to be giving you these bonuses as we go through the game. So we've got costuming, frescoes, graffiti, haute cuisine, Krav Maga, map making, lots of cool little masterpieces. That's going to be a fun little implement to what we already have in Tapestry. We've got a ton of new cards. Let's see, I'm always terrible with this board. So pull it off the top because I think that'll be easier. Oh yeah. Ton of new Tapestry cards. Oh, the Plague. Oh, look at that. Political Posturing. Silk Road. The Space Race. Oh, I like this. Bunch of new there. We've got some brand new technologies. Automation. And of course, who can forget duct tape as an innovation, right? Lots of new symbology, so we're going to have to pay careful, close attention to that. For instance, jet fuel, not surprisingly, if you get all the way to the third level, you're going to be getting some space tiles. That seems pretty appropriate. Microphone's going to give you some arts track. Yeah, that's broadcast probably. Or is broadcast one of these? We'll have to see what that is. Oil painting gives you a master card, of course, masterpiece card. Opera. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. That's a pretty big invention, the hexagonal Allen wrench. Public art, and it's a big die. Look at that. It's a big giant die as a statue. That's pretty neat. Suburbs and War College. So lots of cool new technologies. We've got 5 new landmark buildings, right? We've got the bird. Some of these are kind of thematic to the Stonemaier Games. So we've got bird watching perch that you can take a look at your wingspan cards, right? We've got the fanciful bridge. That looks like the bridges I was looking at. I was watching the Rick Steves in Turkey episode from way back in 2000 while I was on the bike this morning. And he was in Turkey and he passed over a couple of bridges that were built in the 12th century. So theoretically, Marco Polo walked over one of these bridges. So castle, well, I mean, that looks like a tapestry type of castle the way it's painted. So beautiful. The villa and the windmill. And all of these give special little bonuses at the end. At the end of your turn, if you moved into a tier that no longer had its corresponding landmark, gain this landmark. So fun little landmarks that you can get. Nice. What else do we have? Any more cards in here? Oh, we've got the replacement science die. Take a look at that thing. Wow. It's huge. It's a big giant die, and it has to be because it has not only the science track and the military track and the exploration track, but it also has the new arts track, which you can see right there. Yeah, right there on top, the arts track. So, beautiful. I only got one. I wanted to get some more, but I couldn't find it on the website when I was getting the game. This is not a review copy from Stonemaier. I wanted to go ahead and I've gotten plenty of review copies from Stonemaier over the years. I wanted to just get this one myself so that I can review it on my own time, because with the Christmas holidays, you just never know. It might be, yeah, exactly. Stonemaier D&D. You got to see this thing in person. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. This is a huge die. All right, here's the new buildings. So we've got this one. And this cool clock tower. Oh, I like this. Look at this tower. That is neat. I like that one. There's that castle we talked about. All right, so the castle is one of the landmark buildings. These two are going to be off the arts and architecture track. Yeah, this little pumpkin, this little pumpkin house. The detail on these, and it's already painted. I just love that part. All right, Steve, thanks for checking in. We'll see you later. See you later. There's that Marco Polo bridge that we were talking about. That's one of the landmark buildings. To get that one, you just have to complete a certain requirement, and then you can put it right on your mat. There's a little house, I'm assuming. Oh, no, that's the villa. Yeah, that's the villa from the landmark. And the bird watching tower. Isn't that neat? I like that. I'm telling you, the detail on these, it feels like they get upgraded with every expansion, because these really, really are well done. Wow, look at this. Rami Brown did a fantastic job with these sculpts. I love the paint job. There's the windmill. And that is everything you get in the new expansion. That's Arts and Architecture from Tapestry and Stonemaier Games. Until next time, laissez le bon temps rouler.